Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see, the price of Bitcoin after retesting the support around this monthly S1 line again is showing this relief rally type of scenario. But the question here is it an actual relief rally or is it just a temporary movement here to the upside before price again starts breaking here to the downward direction, making it look more like a bull trap? Because we know the price of Bitcoin, each and every time it tested the support around this monthly S1 line, after that we saw really nice relief rally. Again yesterday when the price of Bitcoin retested the support, we are again seeing this relief rally type of price movement playing out. So if we want to invalidate this bearish scenario or a bull trap, then we want the price of Bitcoin to clearly break out of this 42,000 range and enter this CPR indicators, the top CPR line, central CPR line, and the bottom CPR line, which is lying between 42,000 to 44,500 range. Only after price re-enters inside the CPR line, we can say this is not a bull trap, this is a new trend here to the upper direction. Because we know, guys, we know this rising trend line, as we are aware, was always a very strong line of support. Each and every time the price retests around that area, not just only here, right, also in the past Bitcoin price action, this trend line was a very strong line of support. Yesterday when the daily was below it, we were a bit worried, and now as you can see, the daily somehow managed to close above this rising trend line, and this rising trend line again around this 39,000 is going to be a strong line of support for Bitcoin in case if we would see any sort of a retracement playing out here in a medium short term. Because we know losing the support from this rising trend line has led to a bigger price retracement. So that's why we want our price in a daily time frame to remain above this 39,000 price area. And not just only this one, guys, if you also remember, this ascending channel scenario is still playing out. Yesterday when the price broke below the support line from this ascending channel, I was a bit worried, and now you can see the price somehow has managed to jump inside it. And also this lower line is one more time going to be one of the strongest line of support for Bitcoin. So that's why if we do see any sort of a retracement here in the medium short term, this rising trend line around 39,000 is a strong line of support which we are not allowed to break at any cost. Because we know finding support at this lower line area has led to some really nice movement here to the upside. So that's why we want the price to also re-enter above this 42,000 to 44,000 range to invalidate this bull trap which could be playing out right now for Bitcoin. And beside this, guys, what I also want to include in today's video is this one very interesting scenario which is pointing out why if the price fails to break out of this 42,000 range, then maybe we are actually forming this bearish scenario or a bull trap for Bitcoin. Let me show you that now. So before I talk about this one here, guys, if you haven't destroyed that like button yet, then please do it right now. And also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So now let me remove this completely for you guys, because I want to show you one more time what could be playing out here. Because if you follow this descending channel, this descending channel here in the past price action was a very important line of support, because each and every time we approached around the descending channel, you can see after that we saw a really nice bounce. Once we lost the support, we started with this downtrend. And now if we look at this price action of Bitcoin, you can see this falling trend line is again acting as a line of support. But if you simply take this Fibonacci retracement from this swing high till this swing low, you can see the price of Bitcoin, after failing to break out of this 0.618, it started with this actual downtrend. I talked about this yesterday on my video. And now if we look at this one here, from this swing high till this swing low, you can see very clearly, guys, the price of Bitcoin must break above this 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci line if we want to invalidate this bearish scenario. And now if we look at this one here, just like with the past Bitcoin price action, we are also getting rejection around this 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci line. So that's why if we want to invalidate this bull trap, then the price of Bitcoin must clearly break out of this 0.5 to 0.61 Fibonacci line and find support above it. And in that case, this is going to be around 42,000 range. So that is also the reason why I'm actually saying you the price of Bitcoin must stay or break above this 42,000 range to invalidate this bearish scenario. So this is why I want you guys not to over leverage at this current stage until a proper support or a proper resistance is being broken. And also guys, also in a weekly, as we are aware, the price is still inside this 14.59 Fibonacci line, which is a very important line for us, because we know the price in a weekly has already broken the support from this 14.59 and now we are below it. So that's why in a weekly price of Bitcoin is still weak, even though right now we are seeing this really rally type of scenario. We have to be careful because as you can see, this in a weekly breaking below this 14.59 Fibonacci level around 41,000 has been a bearish scenario in a past Bitcoin price action. So if the price fails to stay above this 42,000, then the next potential target in a weekly time frame is still open, and that is lying around 37,400 price range. So as you can see guys, different scenario in different time frame, pointing out the price of Bitcoin is right now approaching around this very major key line of resistance, and this key line of resistance around 42,000 must be broken if we want to invalidate this bearish scenario for Bitcoin. And beside that guys, if you also look at this using moving averages, MACD, RSI, T3 CCI, you can see bearish moving averages crossover, bearish MACD cross, RSI below 50 level, and T3 CCI in a negative territory. So we want to see a bullish MACD cross appearing here, RSI line jumping above 50 level, and also the T3 CCI in a positive territory. Then maybe we also could be gathering this trend momentum, right? And then again finally break here towards this upper line area. So that's why all I see in the immediate short term is going to be around this 42,000 range and support around 39,000 range. So these are some of the interesting scenarios that I thought sharing with you in today's episode. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.